Obviously, I had pocket threes.
Yeah, obviously. I know.
What else could I have?
Oh, poker humor.
Raise the bet to 4,000.
Ace 10 for Daniel. He raises to 4,000. Suited king queen for Scott.
Very like that.
Re-raise the bet
He
to
will put in a
13,000.
re-raise to 13,000. So Daniel calls, and we'll move to the flop. And Kate's flops top pair. Seiver a flush draw and a straight draw.
And with 2 overs as well, Seiver's actually a big favorite here.
19,000.
So even though he's just got king high, he can feel pretty good about this flop bet.
The bet is 19,000 to Daniel, and he makes the call. The turn, and Seiver pairs his king.
Well, if you're not going to hit a jack or a heart, that card certainly doesn't hurt. Seiver's now got the best hand.
And he bets 39,000.
And this is a bit of a dilemma for Daniel Cates. Remember, Scott Seiver is 3-bet him before the flop and has now fired not 1 but 2 barrels on this particular board, which makes ace 10 not look so hot anymore.
Cates makes the call. And the river. It's a heart. Scott makes his flush and pairs 9s on the board. And puts Daniel all in.
Ace 10 is an easy muck here.
Huge fold.
Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that.
Seiver takes down the pot.
Wait, you were being serious, not sarcastic with huge fold there? There's like literally nothing that is a huge fold there. I guess that's definitely not true because of ranges, but like...
I didn't want to fold, actually.
What'd you say?
I wouldn't have folded in a lot of situations.
But I must have it. It seems like a clear I've got it situation.
It's never a call.
Better than 2-to-1 chip advantage for Seiver, 10-8.
The only thing I could think of...
He raises.
Oh, yeah, like king, queen.
You're just never bluffing.
Yeah, you're right, never.
Jack deuce for Cates, who calls.
It's actually never.
The actual never?
Yeah, like never.
On that run out?
With my exact holding is like never.
How bad do you think I am, then?
I don't think you're super good.
Oh!
Hilarious.
Bet is 7,000.
Get out of here. I might just sweep you. I might not lose a hand.
Be a first.
Get.
Welcome back. While we were away, Daniel Cates ended Scott Seiver's perfect game. Felt like it was a little early to be talking about that anyway, but by the same token, one all-in and call could have made that perfect game a reality.
Perfect game is pretty elusive in this event.
Jacks against king 5 and the flop, and Scott flops middle pair. He checks, Daniel bets. Scott calls the 4,000.
Can't just check fold to king 5 there. Oh, look at this. King's up on the turn for Scott.
Bet is 12,000.
Seiver checked, and Cates bets 12,000. Seiver just calls.
This is an interesting smooth call from Seiver.
Oh, full boat.
It's just getting better and better for Scott. He didn't have any question in his mind whether or not king 5 was good on the turn. I think he just wanted to give Daniel some rope to fire a third barrel if he checked the river.
28,000.
The bet's 28,000.
Here it comes.
Raise to 100,000.
Raise to 100,000.
And this is just such a terrible feeling in the pit of Daniel Cates' stomach. It's a value bet gone wrong.
I think it's like somewhat likely, which is opposite of what I kind of foresee.
Can Cates put Scott on better than Jacks, considering he just called the flop? And apparently he can as he lays it down and won't dust off the extra 72K.
It's television. And NBC National Heads Up Poker Championship. Live a little. Have fun. Enjoy yourself.
You're the one who wants to get it over with quickly.
Okay.
Blinds up to 1,500 and 3,000 between Scott Seiver and Daniel Cates as well. 9-6 for Scott. He raises to 6,000. Ace 10 for Daniel.
Look, I'm no casting director, but these two are prime for a Tommy Boy remake.
You need new towels? Deuce 6-8 is the flop. A pair of sixes for Scott.
That is 8,000.
He bets 8,000.
Boy, he's been punishing Cates in this match so far, even when Cates takes the best hand into the flop.
Cates calls, turns a 5 of diamonds.
Check, check.
Quick check, check. And the river, a 9 of diamonds, 2 pair for Scott Seiver.
4 to a straight and 3 to a flush out there. And it looks like Cates is going to represent it.
60,000, you said call.
Snap call from Seiver.
Tough call.
Tough call, I know.
Oops.
Well, Scott Seiver may no longer be throwing a perfect game. Clubs and spades bracket. 8 players left, including Daniel Cates and Scott Seiver, where this match is back to just about even. Blinds up to 2 and 4,000. Ace Jack for Daniel, who puts in a raise to 8,000. Suited Ace 7 for Scott. He makes the call.
I vote next year we have the event inside Julie's hotel room. That's awesome.
Both players pair their ace on the flop.
It's 8,000.
Daniel bets 8,000.
Well, he's finally got the edge on Seiver here. He can't possibly lose this pot, right?
Nope. Aces and jacks for Cates, and Seiver's now drawing dead.
Like I said, he can't possibly lose this pot unless he finds a fold.
That is 22,000.
22,000 to Seiver.
Daniel's job here is to try to get the maximum out of Scott. He's just hoping that Seiver has an ace and is going to pay off, as is the case.
Seiver calls. River's an 8 of hearts.
Seiver's checked it over to Cates one more time. And here's where it gets interesting. With 76,000 in the middle, Daniel doesn't want to bet so much that he doesn't get paid off. And he doesn't want to bet so light that he could have made more.
Bets 48,000.
Oh, and that is about perfect.
48,000.
Right around 2/3 of the pot. If you're Scott Seiver, you don't love ace-7 here.
So brutal. The moment you bet the flop, I was like, oh, he's a lock to 3-barrel once he bets the flop. So brutal. So high up that it would be just insane for me to fold, but the moment you bet that flop in that size, I might be slower on you. But like, I'm just wildly high up in range, but I don't think I'm good. 48.
48, yes, sir.
I got a call.
I have top 2.
And Cates gets paid indeed. Daniel takes down the pot.
I have ace deuce.
No, you don't. You base 10.
I have ace deuce.
Again, it's pointless to say and not show. Or, I mean, only reason for is for mere deception.
So
Meanwhile, Daniel Cates and Scott Seiver more or less even with the blinds up to 3 and 6,000.
What's the over-under on length of time between now and Scott Seiver's first fib in this hand?
Suited king 6 for Scotty's raised to 12,000. Daniel also suited 6-4, and he makes the call.
What do you mean suited king 6? Scott has ace-6.
Big flop. 2 pair for Cates. Spade draw for Seiver.
That is
Pair of
16,000.
6s to go along with it as you see Scott fire 16,000.
Pop back here.
Daniel puts in a range to 40,000.
40,000.
16,000 on the button.
This has the makings of one of those all-in situations.
I'm all in.
And there it
Always
is.
all in and call.
And a quick
All in,
call from
makes
Daniel.
the call.
All in, call.
99% of the chips are in the middle here.
Man, the check raise is 30% of the time.
Moving all in, the
Usually
easier
effective
choice.
strategy versus
Don't want to
the-
just call and force yourself to make a hand.
Should I flip over? Well,
Pair for Dan Cates.
it's not what I wanted to see. I thought I was a way bigger favorite.
Well, yeah, but you were wrong.
I mean, on the
You're just
10,
stone
yeah,
dead.
It's just a straight up flip. It's like chip edge.
Oh, yeah, you are. But
By,
that
like,
just makes it
4
all the more
chips.
sweet when I get a cooler looking hand than king 6 for my winning hand.
Yeah.
Sorry, GG.
Turns a deuce of clubs. No help for Scott there.
It felt like a black deuce from the top of the deck, but
Well, the top of your screens are stuffed with outs for Seiver to win this pot and effectively end this match.
another black deuce.
Jungleman is ahead. Go to the river.
I win on a black deuce.
Here it
Will he
comes.
get
No,
there?
you don't.
I know, I
Give him
don't.
another black deuce.
It's
And he will. There it is. A spade on the river, and Scott makes his flush to leave Daniel with a chip and a chair.
90, 110, 130, 150, 186. 10,
Caption
5.
that, Matt.
There.
What do you think? Ouch?
Look at that stack breaking down form.
I think it's something
10,
like,
10
I
spread.
should have worn a hoodie like the rest of these guys.
Loosen up that double Windsor, buddy.
Okay. How many computer mice have you broken in your
Not very
life?
many, actually.
What?
I've broken less than 3. For
No
sure.
way.
Yeah, I've been using the same one for like a year and a half.
What about like computers or like laptops or anything?
I broke a hard drive once and never broke one again.
Okay.
4,000 left.
What'd you say?
Broke the hard drive once and then never broke one again.
I feel in Vienna, I remember you like throwing the deck of cards off the table. And I thought I'd heard stories of you like doing crazy stuff while playing online.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize it was that many. I thought I had
Scott
all
picking a
that.
fine time to relive some of Daniel's antics.
You got 4K,
Nice, man.
and it's 3K, 6K blinds.
I understand why Scott's never broken anything. Look at the way he runs.
Oh, wow. I got a shot.
You should post your 3K.
Blinds at 3 and 6,000, and Cates is going to put his last 4,000 in on the button.
Should I roll it? I have no, it's just not even fair.
Oh, I got one of these.
Scott
So
Seiver.
you're dead. You know, I'll do you a favor. You want to bet $10 who wins this hand?
All right, I'll bet 10.
Okay, $10 that I got this one.
Ultimate needle.
How charitable of you, Scott. 25K buy-in. Make
Yeah,
that
well, it's
24,990
from 6
if you manage to win this pot, Daniel.
7
my
tray
God.
9 on the flop.
Just an outrageously
Two-way
good
straight
flop.
draw for Scott.
Good thing I bet $10 on this hand.
Daniel's jack high still the best hand.
Turn pair 7s on the board.
Let's see, I win on a lot of cards.
Daniel just looking to escape a 4, 6, or an 8 for the modest double up. Oh,
6 on the river, why not? And that's
I
how
gotta get
Scott
better than
Seiver
this.
advances into the semifinals.
Moving on, and he's the first member.
He made $10 out of the deal, too.
and he's asking for it. He's calling in the marker right away.